All right, we're reviewing completing the square. So let's do this together. Oh, let me pick a different number. 13. That's a 13. All right, so write that down, press pause. So to complete the square, we take the middle number and we find a magic number. So I take 4 and I divide it by 2 and square it. Write it down. 4 divided by 2 is 2. We're going to need that number. And 2 squared is 4. I'm going to need that number. So we start with the 4. We add 4 to the left and we add 4 to the right. So there's 4 and 4. So we've used this one now. Now the 2. So if I look at the first 3 terms, we use the positive 2 and square it to factor. I'm going to add 13 to both sides. So 4 plus 13 is 17. And then I square root. When I square root a square, they cross out. This is positive or negative root 17. No number times itself is 17. And then subtract 2. And the good news is that when you subtract 2, there's your answer, and there's no more work to be done. All right, let's do one more to review. All right, so write it down, and we're going to review this. So we're going to take negative 12 and find a magic number. So I'm going to divide it by 2 and square it. So negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6, and negative 6 squared means negative 6 times negative 6. I'm going to use both numbers. So I start with the 36. I come back to the equation and I add 36. I also add it to the right side. So 0 plus 36 is 36. Then I look at the first 3 numbers, first 3 terms, and I factor it using negative 6. So that's going to be the letter negative 6 and squared. And then I subtract 5 to both sides. And then I square root. Now square root and square, they undo each other. There is no number times itself that equals 31. So it's just positive and negative root 31. And then the last step is to add 6. When I add 6, that positive 6 just goes in front, and you have your answer. All right, Mr. G Math, over and out. I hope that helped.